Hey guys, I apologize if you're a bit bouncy. You're attached to my laptop right now because I bought a tripod and I was like, I don't actually have anywhere to put you, and it's only one of the little mini ones. So my laptop kind of shudders every time I move. So I'm gonna try to stay so still. No promises, but just I guess if you have motion sickness, turn it off now. I'll figure something out better. But anyway, hey guys, welcome back. I have a mic now, which is kind of cool, and it means I can talk quieter, which is good because I'm in uni and you can hear through the doors, and I don't. This is a little secret project, so no one's knowing, so I can talk quieter, which is nice. But anyway, yeah, as you can see, I'm back in uni, which is pretty cool. Yeah, mixed emotions about being back. To be honest, I was quite sad about leaving because we had like 2 months off, so I was really back in the swing of things at home. But here we are. It's still nice to be back into like a structure, I guess. There are ups and downs for sure. There are advantages and disadvantages, but you gotta go get that degree. So what can you do? Anyway, so I wanted to make this like a little get to know me because I realise none of you actually have any clue who I am or where I come from or whatever. So yeah, I just thought we'd have a little sit, like a chill sit and chat, and you can get to know me and you can knit. I'm not going to, but feel free to, or crochet, or just craft, or just sit and do nothing if you want to. Put me in the background, play some Block Blast, kill a game. And I don't really have a plan for this video, so it's going to be a little bit chaotic. I'm just going to ramble about me. You can learn some things as we go, and I might miss out some things. If you have any questions, comment down below as normal. But yeah, onto the video, I guess. So my name's Florrie, Floz. Everyone calls me Floz, but my real name's Florrie. Well, not even my real name. My real name's Florence, and then my nickname's Florrie. But if my friends call me Florrie, I'm in trouble. So Floz is how I go. I'm 19, almost 20. Very exciting. I am from the Somerset area. I feel like you can tell that. Well, you can tell I'm from the south anyway of England. But I'm from Somerset, born and raised, and I am a student. I'm not going to say where, although I'm hopeless, so I probably will mention at some point and just like dox myself. But I won't say where for now. You can guess. Um, but yeah, I'm in uni. I'm not far away from home, so because I tried uni last year. That was a whole thing. I went to UCL, which is in central London for those who don't know UCL, and it's quite a high achieving uni. And I shouldn't have got in, but because of COVID and the whole grades and like where they were and where they should have been and whatever, I was accepted even though I didn't get the grades. Um, so went there. Thought it'd be a blast because I'm from the middle of like butt ass nowhere, and I hated it. I'm a country girl. I just am. I thought I wasn't. I thought I was born to be in the city. No, I'm not. So I hated it. Didn't really make any friends because it was central London, and hated my course, everything. And I have a metaphobia, which I think I might have mentioned. No, maybe I didn't. I have a metaphobia. Recovering, but I've had it for like my whole life. And when things get bad, that gets really bad. So I was just anxious all the time. So I dropped out of that with a lot of convincing to my parents, and their conditions were that I go to another uni afterwards. So here I am, and it's going a lot better this time. To be fair, I know I said mixed emotions. It's like mixed emotions is great compared to last time. I don't think my parents aren't going to see this, so I can say this, but I don't think I'm made for uni. But my parents are very like academically orientated so I have to go to uni. It's not really in the question to not go to uni, although none of my siblings have. Well, my sister did. She did med school, but it took her bloody forever because she kept taking sick days. But neither of my brothers did. They both dropped out. So the standards are set high for the youngest child. What can I say? I'm the golden child. I have to achieve and overachieve. So here I am back in uni, and I'm planning on sticking it out. I'm not planning on dropping out. Although I feel like nobody ever is. So who knows? But I'm okay. I'm okay. Mentally, I'm good. I was not good first time. But things are looking up because I'm used to things and getting back in the swing of things. So if you're an anxious person, you're going to uni and you're really anxious and like you're struggling with lectures or whatever, it does get better. Talking from someone who literally like freaks out over everything, trust me. I've just noticed my nail. I'm so sorry about this. These are the finished nails, although my pinky just fell off as well, like literally 5 minutes ago. But they're like cat eye. red polka dots. I do my nails myself. I'm a crafter, what can I say? And I did these once and I ran out of time before we had to leave for dinner, like 5 nights ago, so I really have no excuse. And I kept saying I was going to finish them and then I never did. And as a result, this one just fell off because I never sealed them in. So what can I say? Anyway, I clearly love crafts, always have. I feel like they're a great way to escape reality, which is important for me sometimes. It's nice to be like present, but like present and like away from problems. You know what I mean? Like I can still be present and knitting, but I'm not like present in the sense that I'm like constantly getting intrusive thoughts or whatever. So that is part of the reason why I love crafting so much, and it's why I got into crochet to take up my time so I couldn't get anxious. And then things just kind of grew. What can I say? But on the note of loving crafting, I have been through like loads of like endeavors of like making money off crafts, which stay with me now. My dad's like a big time businessman, like capitalist. I'm not saying I agree with his views, by the way. I'm just stating what he is. Like, he's a big businessman. And so every time I'd craft, he'd be like, oh, you should sell this. And I'd fall into the trap, obviously, because, like, teenage girl, love money. Like, I can get clothes and whatever. So I was like, yeah, hell yeah. And so, literally, probably from the age 13, I started selling. What did I sell first? I sold little scrunchies, like handmade scrunchies, sewed. And then I did in maybe year 10 or 11, I sold little beaded necklaces, also handmade, obviously. And then I actually kind of took off in year 12, I think. I made a crochet brand, sort of. I don't even know if you can call it a small business, like a micro business. I had a website, I still do. And it was called Bear Crochet originally, and it kind of just took off. I was thinking I'd just sell to friends, maybe start up like a tiny bit on Instagram, but like I literally in the beginning I was just doing orders through DMs and I'd send them off. And a pair of gloves, fingerless gloves, took off, and I never looked back. And I made a website, and everything was going great. Made a fair amount of money, and then I realized I hated crocheting because I was like, oh, this doesn't feel like fun to me anymore. This is work. Hence why I haven't crocheted in a while. And I still do it from time to time, but it just was not. I didn't like the fact it felt like work, and I tried to like reignite my interest in it because I hadn't realized it was because it was work that I didn't like it. So I tried to reignite my interest in it by renaming the business and completely restarting from scratch, like whole new items. You can search it up. It's Studio and then Len. I'll write it on the screen. And it didn't work. And also, it didn't even take off the second time. I made a couple sales, but nothing like the first time. So I was like, well, this sucks. So yeah, that was the end of my whole like business era for now, anyway. Having said that, I think I will start selling patterns on Etsy because I do have like all of the clothes I made for Studio and Bear Crochet. I obviously made the patterns myself. I don't have like patterns because I remember things well for some reason, but I do have mental patterns that I can write out and give to you guys. So I will probably start an Etsy account pretty soon. So watch out for that. I speak French, which is kind of random. Everyone always asks me why. I don't know. I think I'm lopsided as well. Let me move you. I don't know why I speak French. Year 2, I just loved it. Like, it clicked in my brain. You know, like most people have like one subject that you're really good at. I was especially good at French for some reason, and like languages in general. So I was like, well, French is my thing now. And literally spent my like entire life trying to learn French, and here I am and I know French. So I guess it paid off. And I'm studying French at uni, which feels like a bit of a cheat, but it's easy, and my parents want me to go to uni, so what can you do, really? I'll accept it. I'm doing French and Italian, so I'm doing Italian for beginners, which is so fun. I love learning languages, and the teachers are all so nice here, especially the Italian ones. So it's a super chill degree. Bit of a piss take, to be honest. Apart from the history modules, I want to die about the history modules. I can't do history. I didn't sign up for history. I signed up to learn a language. So anyway, more about my home life and hobbies, because I kind of feel like I lose my identity a little bit here. So I'm like struggling to think of things I like. But then when I think of me at home, I have a lot of hobbies. So I have 3 brothers. No, no, I don't. I have 3 siblings. I have 1 sister and 2 brothers. And I don't really speak to my sister. She's a lot older than me. Like we don't like not speak. Like we're not like no contact or anything. We just like we barely see each other because she's really old and we have very different personalities. But I'm quite close with both my brothers, and I would borderline say I live between home and my boyfriend's place, which is kind of crazy to say. I'm gonna try and stabilize the laptop. It's annoying me, so it must be annoying you. um, but like I do spend a lot of time with my boyfriend, so they're kind of like family to me as well. I'm actually making it worse. I'm gonna leave it. I'm just not gonna bounce. I'm staying so unbelievably still. I don't know why it's still having issues. Anyway, yeah. So my boyfriend has one twin sister and one 2 years older sister. So I'm like best friends with both of them, and his parents are like my parents. Like it's great. Like love them to bits. And when I'm at home, I actually love to garden, which I think is a bit rogue. It catches most people off guard a little bit because I feel like I don't look like I'm like super like in the trenches at home. But I do love to garden. I find it so relaxing. It's like exercise version of knitting for me. Like it's like summer, like when it's hot and like not too hot, like when it's like warm and it's sunny and like that's rare for England. So you go out and you're like trimming hedges, you're pulling out weeds, like yeah, like sometimes I like choose an area in the garden to like focus on for like a month or two, and it's always great. Like I feel like it's so rewarding, and I just love it. Like I love getting my hands a little dirty sometimes. What can I say? I feel like nobody expects that from me, so I feel like I wanted to mention that. But yeah, love gardening. I love fashion. Love fashion. Which is also part of the reason why I love crafting because you can make your own stuff. But yeah, I just love like expressing yourself through clothes, and I also think like it's such a free thing to do because also like you can, if you know how to craft, you can literally make whatever your like mind wants, and it's like little me's dream because I wasn't allowed to do any of that when I was young. Well, I couldn't knit or crochet obviously, and I wasn't really allowed to use a sewing machine in case I broke it. So now it's like every bit of clothing that like I imagine I can like make, which is crazy. And I love that. Like I love fashion. I love it. And I'm wearing so many colours today because I was feeling really colourful. I was feeling really like funky. And some days I wear like all black because I'm feeling really grumpy. So I feel like it's like the perfect representation of me. Like you can tell what mood I'm in based on what I'm wearing, I think, which is kind of cool. What else is there to say about me? My like wishes and dreams. Do I have wishes and dreams? Well, I don't know what I actually want to do when I come out of uni. My big dream is to like work in fashion or do some music because I also love music. I've been singing and playing piano since I've been old enough to. And like if I could choose any career to get into, it would be either fashion or music for sure. But my dad is very conservative, and he says that that's not going to work because he says everyone wants to do that. So obviously it's really hard to get into. And I was like, oh, yeah, it's my dream. So I don't think I'll ever go into fashion or music, but I'm gonna try for sure at some point in my life. Like I know I won't. I'm not the kind of person to just sit and not ever try for my dreams. So I'll give it a go. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But yeah, I mean, big hopes and aspirations. Get a degree. Honestly, that's like my main one. After my degree, I actually am just gonna go where the wind takes me because it's a languages degree as well. So I feel like you can kind of do a lot with that and not nothing at the same time. Like you can it's like I feel like it's a very versatile degree, but also at the same time it's not very like revered. So my plan is to just go where the wind takes me. I don't have any immediate plans after uni. I'm not going to travel. I don't like traveling that much. I love holidays, don't get me wrong. I'm a homebody. I can't be away from home for that long. I get sad leaving for like a week on holiday. So I definitely can't. I would not like traveling. I know I wouldn't. I would love to want it because I feel like it always looks so cool when people go traveling. I'm like, wow, that looks so much fun. But I know if I was actually there, I'd hate it. So more about me. I am a bit of a control freak. By that I mean I have OCD. So I tend to control everything I possibly can. And that means that I have a lot of lists and a lot of schedules, and I also tend to start things and not finish them, which is my plan with this YouTube channel, is that I'll be kept going by the subscribers because I'll be like, look, like all these people are gonna miss me if I'm gone. Like I have to keep posting. So that's my plan. Like if I'm held accountable, I will do everything. But if I'm not, I have a tendency to give things up, which I hate about myself. It's something that could use some improvement. But I do have like an extensive Notion page of everything that I want to happen this semester, and I I'll try and get it up. I wonder if I can I'll put a screenshot of it on the page now. But it is a little bit nuts. Even I'm like, yeah, this is a lot. But yeah, I've got my ideal timetable. I'll show this. I've got my ideal timetable. I've got my assignments, deadlines, and exams all in one list for some reason. And then I got like an extensive shopping list, which is apparently going to be the same every week, which is not true. Like I'm such a when I can eat for days. I can eat, like, I feel like I sound like a pick me when I say that, and usually I have my boyfriend here to back me up. I can eat more than like most grown men if I'm in the mood. So I tend to like if I go to the supermarket hungry, I will just buy everything. Like I'm a sucker for deli meats. I'm a sucker for like those like fridged. What am I thinking of? Like fridge like sausage rolls and stuff. Not a sausage roll, like a Scotch egg, that kind of thing, which I feel like it's such gross food, but like I love it. Like I feel embarrassed checking out with them. Scotch eggs, they have my heart. They have my heart. I love them. Breads. I love an olive roll. Olives on their own. Cheese. Oh my god. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. So I thought it'd be a good idea to have a shopping list. But actually, I think I'll probably just end up going to the grocery store and just getting everything that I want, which is usually really expensive because also all of those things, like the most expensive things you can buy, like ready-made, like what would you call them? Ready-made foods and like deli meats and cheese. They're literally the most expensive things in the supermarket. So I don't know how I'm still here. I don't really drink. That's another thing about me. I was just going to say, I'm saving money because I'm not going out. I hate going out. I was going to say I don't love it. I hate it. I hate clubbing. I don't love going to the pub unless it's with people that I'm really close with. Obviously, I can appreciate like a pub trip with people that I really, really like. But in uni, there are very few people like that for me. So I just don't go to the pub and I don't go clubbing. So I barely ever drink in uni, to be honest. I drink every couple weekends because I go home and there'll be some like big thing happening. But yeah, so I don't really drink. So I actually save a lot of money being here compared to most people in uni, which I guess is not a bad thing, but it's probably negative for my social life. But you know what? Told myself this year, I'm like, no, screw it. Because last year, first time in uni, I forced myself to go out to like make friends, and I didn't make any friends that I actually liked because they all were really into clubbing, and I was like, well, this was like a ploy to get you to be my friend, so that didn't work. And then this year, I went out in freshers, made a lot of friends that also loved clubbing. Again, shocker, and then didn't make any other friends. So I had to make course mates, which was great because I have met a lot of friends on my course, but yeah. So that's a little nugget of information for you. I don't know how people feel about that. I feel like I'm born to be like a 30-year-old woman. I would love to be middle-aged. Oh, the dream. I would love to be middle-aged, like with one child, ideally, or two children, and a great loving husband. Ideally, my boyfriend, if you're watching, and like just living the life. I can knit all day because I'm a stay-at-home mum, or working in like fashion, working from home on fashion. That's the dream. And then we go out for drinks like every Friday with our middle-aged friends, and then we talk about how much we need to stop drinking. That's my ideal. Like that's my idea of fun. Most people here, when I'm like, oh, I need to give up drinking, they're like, why? We're in uni first year, like we're like second term first year, you should not be giving up drinking. But here we are. That's just my interest, and it makes it a lot harder to make friends, but it's not impossible for anyone watching this that's about to go to uni. It's not impossible. I met friends in UCL. I said I had no friends. I met friends in February because I had a TikTok that blew up and I was asking for friends essentially. So maybe try that if you're lucky. And I have a couple of friends here. I'm struggling to find like a best friend, but I do have a good friend, like one really good friend, and then a couple like mutuals, moots. I feel like moots is only a Twitter thing. That's why I struggled to say it. But yeah, it's not impossible, but it's a lot harder if you don't go clubbing. But don't force yourself to do something you don't want to do, because I'm like, life's too short to pretend I like clubbing. And also, going clubbing, you're not going to find people like you. You're going to find people that like clubbing. Like probably. And like generally, if you're clubbing, you're not going to go up to people and be like, hey, I don't like clubbing. And nobody's going to do the same to you. So you're not going to be able to discern through the people that like it and the people that are just there to make friends. So my idea is just don't go clubbing. Go to like, I'm going to start going to knit sock and go, like attend your course regularly, because like people do make friends pretty quickly, and well, at least in my courses this year and last year. So go regularly so that you can make friends as well. There are definitely ways around it, but stick in there if you're anxious and you're in uni or whatever. like whatever it is, stick in there, because if I can do it, you definitely can. I am a mess. I don't want to sound like a pick me, but I am like nothing like what you would imagine the ideal like uni person would be like, and I'm still here. So if I can do it, you can do it. So stick in there if you're in uni and reconsidering. But yeah, I mean, there's not much more to say about me. I'm a fairly simple being. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you like this kind of video or if you'd rather I was knitting. I don't know if it makes any difference for you whether I'm knitting. But I just thought for today, because I'm kind of in a rush and also you're kind of wobbly for some reason, I thought it'd be easier to not knit. Let me know if that's something you prefer. And let me know a little bit about you guys in the comments so I can get to know you, some of you. And also let me know like what you want to see. Like, do you want to see pattern videos? Like, I can do tutorials. I was thinking about doing a tutorial, but like, I don't know if I'm qualified. But if you want to see a tutorial, I can do tutorials. And if you want to see more lifestyle stuff, let me know. Or more just like knit with me and yap, so I can yap for days. So give me a topic, and I will keep it going. I need to not wobble this around. I keep forgetting. But yeah, I love you all. Subscribe, hit the little notification bell, comment, like. I love you. Bye.